Friends, let's talk about this beautiful Filipino trait turned toxic. I'm talking about resilience. What is resilience? It's such a beautiful word to be resilient. For me, it means a lot of things. It means someone able to delay their gratification. It is someone who knows how to persist to get to their destination. It's someone who knows to keep going through challenging times. I'm sure you would know someone, or it may be you, that is very resilient. Um, Someone not faced by life's challenges, they see it as a stepping stone to something better than what is in front of them. It is seeing, yeah, it's having this eye of seeing a portion only as a part of something bigger. And these things are all beautiful. If you are honing this in yourself and in your children, that is so wonderful. And again, I always speak about that anything to the extreme can be a shadow side of yourself or something not um, healthy. And here's the toxic part, if you may, of resilience specific to the Filipino. I wonder if you know someone like this, or it might be you. And if that's you, there's no shame in that because to transform something, the first step, my friend, is always awareness. So let's talk about resilience. When it turns toxic, I'm looking at my notes here. You are content not because you are lovingly content and grateful, but sometimes you are content because you are afraid to try new things, afraid to fail, afraid how you would be perceived. So it looks like from the facade you're content. And you might actually say, I'm grateful, but underneath there's a lot of fear. So it looks like you are just resilient. I'm just content. Another one is when you're so resilient, you're really okay with less. So let's say at work, you might be new people are superseding your pay, but you haven't really thought of negotiating your pay. This is just an example. It's also possible to be in that same scenario, but happy in that scenario. But now you feel yourself resenting it, and yet you talk to yourself that it's fine. It's fine. I'm okay in this position because you're tough. You know, you're not complaining, and these other people are constantly complaining. And so you may feel tough, like you're resilient, but you are also bargaining short end towards yourself. So that's another way that you may see um, the toxic part of resilience. And of course, some of us do this once in a while. Maybe if you see it more as a pattern or you've been staying in that situation for some time, then be very curious about it. Another is because you know what happens is when you get so used to like, okay na yan, you know how Filipino, tama na yan, o maging kontento ka na lang dyan, it becomes some mindset. I call it the breadcrumb mindset. You know, like you can take the loaf that you deserve, actually. You're supposed to, they're waiting for you to actually take that loaf, but you were okay with the crumbs. And you're not aware, but you're modeling to your siblings, if you're ate, kuya, to your children. It becomes like a breadcrumb mindset. You know, that's just they're okay with it. It's fine, you know, even though inside of you you're constantly having a dialogue that it's fine. That's the difference when you are really coming from a place of satisfaction and gratitude. There's not a lot of ruminating dialogue. Another one is what we know more is you don't ask for help. And here's the tip: if you want to encourage someone to ask help, the first step is to actually ask them for help, because then they'll be more open to soliciting your help. Sometimes the toxic part of being resilient is I'm just so tough, I can do this on my own. And again, part of that, had you model that to your own children, to your coworkers, we are going to be in this symbiotic collective community where now we're asking support from each other. And the more that we stop ourselves from asking support, we really, I'm not sure that we're doing something beneficial to humanity. Suddenly we're just in our cubicle, right? We're just stuck there, but we're hurting while we're stuck there. So ask for help. And that's one of the challenge, the toxic part of being simply resilient. So you might ask, okay, what's the way out? Um, as I mentioned before, the first step is being aware that you're doing that. That also you could have both. You could be resilient in a very healthy way, but you may have overused that at some points in some relationships in your life, and that you may be overexerting your resilient self. And so you could have both. You could still be resilient. And so that's the first step. If you need a coach, a therapist, do that, or hang out with people who actually knows how to um, ask for help, who are truly resilient as far as like the whole ecosystem. They're resilient because they know how to ask help. They give help, but they also receive help. This whole reciprocity. If you need additional support, you could always check my link below. But otherwise, I hope this has served you well. Again, this is Roanne Samuels, licensed psychotherapist. I hope you're well today. Bye now.